being out here for, let's see, since April doing the Schneider lease. That's what I've been doing, and I've really found my groove. I've found my groove, and how I really like to run. And the last 2 weeks, I've been home every single night. Yes, I've been home every night. No, none of this running up to the Midwest and back. Now, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind going out to Phoenix. I don't mind going out to Georgia. I don't mind going up to Indiana or Illinois, Iowa or something like that. I don't mind doing that. Usually what I do on those things is that I go there and back, right? I don't go up there and drive around up there and then come back, unless I just absolutely have to. But I just go there and back, and then if my week is not full, I'll find something regional to really make my week, a full week. Okay. And I started thinking that I really wanted to get into the gym. I started doing my numbers on load that I was doing. I started doing my numbers. I said I could be home every day and go to the gym every day. I may have to work 6 days instead of 5, and I was already kind of doing 5.5 days anyway. But that's what that's what I've been doing. I've been running. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I've been running. I don't want anybody stealing my loads, don't you know? But I really found my groove. I'm the guy that works a week at a time and goes home. Now I'm home every day, but I take a day off in there. And some of these loads that I do don't take me all day, like today. Only hours that I'm going to use up today is about 5 hours, maybe 4.5 to do today. So not that big of a day today. So even though I'm working 6 days, 2 of those days and sometimes 3 of those days are they're not full 14-hour days, like, or 12-hour days, like a regular day would be. Okay, so the only problem with this is that one of my normal runs that I'm taking, one of my things that I'm constantly going after, is a heavy load. So I have to do it smartly, and that's always something that we all strive to do, we all work on. So anyways, so my advice to you, if you want to do this is my advice. I've always said that lease purchase, is not the way to go, especially for a rookie. Now, what I'm doing is not a lease purchase. Some may label it that or whatever, but what I am doing, I am leasing this truck for a year. It's just a lease. It's not a purchase. I'm not going to buy this truck. A truck that I'll buy is a used truck, a lot cheaper, and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure that this is what I wanted to do. You see, I've been a company driver for a long time, and I had to get that frame of mind out. Okay, listen, there is nothing wrong with being a company driver. I don't care who is going to sit there and tell you, oh, you should be doing this to make more money. No, I mean, having a life, providing for your family, okay, that's what we do. We just so happen to be driving a truck, something that we just love to do for a living. We like to make a living doing this, and so I don't fall under all these people sitting there telling you that, oh, you're only this. Anyways, that's besides the point. What was I going to say? Oh, listen, you need to have experience before you do this. Schneider recommends, they require 6 months experience. All right, 6 months over the road to get if you ask Ike says get about 3 years, man. Get about 3 years. But hey, you do what you want to do. But you have to have knowledge, especially with this. No one's dispatching you. No one is dispatching you. So a lot of rookies fail at doing this because they think, hey, I get to do what I want. I'm going to spend as much time on the road or at home, I mean, as I want. Or I could do this because I always wanted to go to the sand pile, Florida. Well, I want to go to Florida. If I can stay in Florida, I love Florida. I want to stay out in west. Drive the desert all the time. And you know what? In a perfect world, you get to drive where you want. But you know what? This is not a perfect world. We got to go where we're demanded. All right. Luckily, in Texas, we've got a lot of stuff in Texas within the state, in and out. But Texas and the Arklatex, Oklahoma, just in that area is really, good on freight if you just want to stay real. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been, and it's gotten me home every single day. So, get your experience out here. All right? If you've been driving for 3 or 4 days, you're not experienced. If you ask me, if you've been driving for 6 months, you ain't experienced. So get your experience out. Get your experience out here. All right, and Schneider requires it. I don't speak for Schneider or anything. I'm just letting you know what I know. Okay. Now, as far as these trucks go, you can bring on your own truck. If you own your own truck, bring it on. You could go outside and buy a truck and then bring it on with Schneider. You could do all that stuff. You could get with Schneider finance and get their trucks. They'll work with you. All right, they'll work with you. That's what I'm doing. As of right now, I think after my lease is up, I'm not really for sure if I'm ready to go and get another truck. I really like how this is going. Listen, I'm going to be honest here. When I was at Masonite working, I was working 5 days a week, making $1,200 to $1,400 when we were rolling really good. I think towards the end there, it was more like $1,100 a week. But it was 5 days. Leave Monday morning, get back Friday night, and it was easy stuff. We lost that contract, and I really didn't want to take a pay cut, and this was my other option that I wanted to do. I could have went on to the company that took on that, but that was going to be a pay cut. It really was. Man, it sucked because I really love the people. Y'all know I'm a people person. I love the people there at Masonite, and I love the drivers and everything, but their offer was not what I wanted. Schneider had a better pay thing. So that's when I chose to do this. I chose to do this because frankly, I just wanted to. You can look at videos back then, but when I look at the money that I was making then compared to what I'm making now, it's probably about the same, if not more. It's I would say more. After everything's taken out, we're looking at $1,500–$1,800 a week. All right, so, and that is for me working, being home every day, doing a 34, at the house. Okay, it could be a little less if I wanted a full weekend off. It'd be a little bit more if I worked 7 days. It could be a lot more if I wanted to go over the road. Listen, over the road drivers, a lot of those guys, the bare minimum of what they're doing is bringing $4,000 gross total. You see what I'm saying? The way I look at it is like $3,500 is the goal. $3,500 to make a good paycheck. Realize this though, if you do make less, you're probably working one less day. That's other, you kind of got to look at it. That's one less day you're using fuel. There's a lot of different circumstances here, okay? And there's so many options. Look, we pick our own freight, okay? So that's the reason why rookies got to really know the industry, where to go, know the freight rates and stuff like that. That's the reason why you may go to these other companies and they are like, yeah, they're dispatching, because they're still rookies. I mean, they don't know how. Me, I've always been dispatched. So after 2 million miles of being dispatched, I had to get the thing out of my head. It's like, you know what? They're not watching me. They're just making sure I pay my bills. All right, making sure my checks are not in the negative. And I would say this: it's now, and it's August what 11th? No, it's August 12th, and I've been on it since end of May. No, end of April, the first part of May. I've not had one negative settlement yet. Nowhere close to negative. Okay, so I think a lot of that had to do with having a new truck, less breakdown. Okay, so go with that. Yeah, if you bring in a truck from outside, either you got it paid off or you got a monthly payment, you're looking at that, but you're also looking at a used truck. Or if you'll have a new truck, you'll have warranty and less breakdown. That's, but you're going to have a weekly payment. There's pros and cons on how to do this. You got to do what's best for you. Whatever works for me may not work for you. Okay, this is working for me. I'll tell you that, and stuff like that. So everything's going good. Everything's really good. Schneider Finance has worked really. I haven't talked to him. Just haven't talked to him. I mean, my first PM, I asked a question, but I called it, but it was a very quick question. It was like, oh yeah, I knew that. One of those type of things. This is an easy job, easy work, easy money. Work smarter, not harder. You don't have to run 600 miles a day. You don't have to. You can if you want to. You can take those loads if you want, but it's your choice. Do you want to be home every day? Well, it just kind of depends on loads and where you live. But I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate, and it's helped my health out. I've lost 15 pounds. Okay, because I'm in the gym, and that's just last 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on going. Now, will I get burnt out on it? Yeah, I'll need to go stretch my legs. I'll do it, but there's plenty of loads to do that. I love running to Phoenix. I love running out there. The only problem is there's just not that too much going out there, not too much coming back. There's but it pays pretty good going there and back. Average. It's not bad. Denver's not a really good area for me. I'd stay out of Denver. Stuff like that. Now, here's something I should have brought up at the first of the video before I let y'all go. How do I pick loads? Well, you can do it on the laptop, but I'm going to tell you something that's neat. And some of you Landstar drivers are going to hate this. You see this right here? I could go on here. See, let's see, 7 Dust. It was playing 7 Dust on there. I like 7 Dust, I guess. It was on my mix. I was just coming up here. Anyways, see this right here? This is a cell phone. Alright? You can access the internet through it. Well, guess what? I could pick my loads and assign them to the truck right here off my cell phone. I don't need to open up the laptop or anything like that. Most of my loads that I pick are this. Now, having the laptop out has way more advantages than this. Well, I'd say not that many, to tell you the truth. I say way more. The only they have made some they have made some changes where you can kind of see reference numbers on here. So, but the big difference that I like the laptop over this is when I'm searching for a specific load, or if I'm looking for the highest paying load or the newest load, that really helps out, because here's the deal. The newest load, you can check that out on your on your laptop. All right, you can check that out on your laptop. Check the newest load, and man, that's it. I mean, that's really, if you think about it, I had some other advantages, some different things unrelated to the load board, but so you got to have your laptop, check fuel discounts and stuff like that. But I tell you, the phone, you pick and choose, and I know you Landstar drivers are gonna hate this about us. It's because all we gotta do, oh, look at that load, assign, press OK, comes to the truck, put it down, go on about your business. How many times have I sit there in my living room without my laptop and just sign a load. How many times am I going through like a grocery store, you know? Okay, you know, I'm with my wife and I'm sitting there. People think I'm on Facebook or whatever. No, I'm on the load board. Let's see. You know, I'm walking all slow, you know, people hating me, you know, but hey, I'm off and I'm wearing my flip-flops. No, I don't own flip-flops, I own sandals now. At the grocery store, I'm sitting there doing sign my load. All right, put cell phone back in the pocket. Let's go see what kind of rod and reels they got on sale. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy, folks. I'm not trying to sell anything to you. I'm just saying that this really is probably the best thing going, I think, and I think it's going to be the future. I think it's going to be the future on how companies do this. I hate to say it, but maybe the middlemen are going to be going away. There's going to be a demand for the dispatchers and stuff, but I've got some good friends that watch these videos or dispatchers, either former bosses or they work for other companies, and they're thinking, man, I really hate the fact that you're able to do this. And I just said, well, you know, just do your job right, move up. So it's really good, folks. I hope y'all got some information out of this video. I know it's long, but I had a lot of information to stick out there. Listen, my email address is on this video, so anytime you want to email me, ask me a question, that's the best way to do it. Before it was Facebook, people got where they would message me all the time with nothing. At least with an email, it's like, okay, my name is this, I live here, this is what I want to do, can I do it, and all that. At least I could get some background on you that won't take a lot of my time and won't take a lot of your time sitting there waiting for me, okay? You know, because listen, Facebook chat, when someone messaged me up, I'm like, gosh, another one. I'm serious. I get questions all the time. And a lot of times y'all get mad at me because I get I may ignore you, and I do, but because they're the questions I've had videos about. Okay, you just got to search. You know, just search. It's pretty easy. But when it comes to listen, emails a lot better way. That way I could go and dedicate 10 minutes, 15 minutes in my day to read through them and reply to them and stuff like that. It may take longer, I don't know, but at least we can have a little bit more back and forth. I think it's a lot better that way. We could cover much more ground in an email than what we can in Facebook chat. All right, and besides, I get aggravated at it. So I hope y'all got something out of this video. If you got any questions, we'll do a Q&A. That's going to be my next video on this subject, is going to be like a Q&A. So send me some questions, okay? That way I can answer your questions specifically. All right, so hey, I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all who have been by my side for all these years, that supported me. Y'all know I've got a good reputation on this and all this, so you know my word holds some value, okay? For dadgum sure. And we'll talk to y'all later. 73.